안녕하세요. 미래에서 그쪽의 여친이 되는 사람입니다.
Hey there, I'm Vaftidu, and I play anime games, dating sims, and visual novels. And let me ask you this. If a self-proclaimed time traveler drops out of thin air and demands you to date her, you either run for the hills or strap in for a visual novel playthrough. Welcome to My So-Called Future Girlfriend, where, yes, you heard me, a random girl shows up out of nowhere, claiming she's your future girlfriend, from the future, and she's backed by the trust me bro evidence. Let's just see how the Vafty do. Love does not consist in gazing at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction. Antoine, Saint Exupery, of course. An old friend of mine, actually. It was late at night, and I was on my way home on my turbocharged motorcycle. No, actually, I took the bus. I went a couple stops and got off near the park as always. I crossed the streets and walked a bit further, and took a ride into the park entrance. The icy light permeating from the street lamps broke through the darkness and scattered across the park. The flickering light shined on my shoes. It's not that I was afraid of darkness, didn't want to trip over. I didn't relax just because the path was familiar. I walked neither too slow nor too fast. Tayin? I walked for a good while, and now is in front of my house. It's just right off the park, if you're wondering. Hey? Why did you follow me here? That's my first question. Know anything else? The mysterious girl flinched in surprise, but soon put on a wide, embarrassed smile.
알고 있었어요?
Yeah, of course I knew. I saw you sitting on the park bench. Then you got up and started walking about 10 paces behind me. It's pretty hard to miss. You followed me all this way. You weren't shy about it either. You sometimes threw, wads of mud at my back. So, of course I knew. So, let's just cut straight to the point. Who are you anyway?
우선 천태인 씨 맞죠?
I think Tan? Tain? Oh man. I'm butchering this. What the hell? Oh, that's my name. I already knew that. What am I talking about? How did she know my name? And the next words that came out of those small, wiggling lips were...
안녕하세요. 미래에서 그쪽의 여친이 되는 사람입니다.
What? Get out of here. I was falling for it, though. My so-called future girlfriend quietly drinking tea behind a table at the center of my living room. She made herself accustomed. She threw her slippers just around the doorway. What the? Is the order a rabbit? What prompted that? When I first heard what she said, I thought she was crazy. I mean, she's got to be a little loopy in the head, huh? I mean, I can't be the only one who'd think that, right? A girl pops out of nowhere and tells me she's my future girlfriend? That's ridiculous. I would at least have 3 wives. Or wait, is that it? Time leap? The girlfriend who leapt through time? What sci-fi world am I in right now? What?
제가 당신 여자친구라고요.
Sorry, I'm not interested in religion. I don't really believe that stuff.
아, 혹시 저를 모르시나요?
What does she mean? Oh, wait. What's there to think about? We've never met before. Girlfriend aside, I don't even have that many friends in the first place. I have like 2 Discord friends and I've never even met them in real life. Look, you and I just met. Isn't it normal for us to not know each other? Crazy.
그렇구나. 여기서 처음 만난 사이가 되는 거군요.
What's up with this girl? Why is she mulling over such a blatant fact?
그나저나 여기는 그쪽 집이죠?
She followed me without knowing where she's heading. I took a slight glance at the back towards the door to my house. Yeah, well, as you can see, I'm in front of my house. Stop being all... and go back to your house. Well, now, I must head inside immediately to relieve some of my Whoa! Well, now I gotta go inside. I've been waiting to jack off all day. Just relieve some of my stress. So you should stop talking gibberish this late at night and go back to your own house. This was short, but sweet. Take care.
잠깐만!
With those words, I was about to head inside, but my so-called girlfriend from the future stopped me. I usually hit off with those really short, nice, I don't want to talk to you cut-off enders, and they work 90% of the time.
저기, 혹시 집에서 재워줄 수 있으세요?
You what? I'm repeating myself, but we have never met before. That's like really dangerous thing to do. We just had our steamy first hello a minute ago. What makes you think you can ask me that?
그러니까 저는 미래의 그쪽 여자친구고 지금 시간대에 이곳에서는 돌아갈 곳이 없어서요.
That logic again. Fool me once. Am I being punked right now? Are you busting on me right now?
몰래카메라가 아니라 그쪽 집에서 자면 될 거라고 미래에서 그쪽이 그렇게 말했다고요.
Still talking about that future, huh? She's not wearing a hospital gown, so I don't think she's escaped from a mental hospital.
저 정말 아무런 폐도 안 끼칠 테니까 일단 들여보내주시면 안 될까요? 밖은 조금 추워서.
I'll let you in if you can answer one question. Do I mog myself from now in the future, or is it just a downhill slope? I mean, all she was wearing was a light pink sweater over short pants that were barely visible and a pair of stockings. She had no shoes on either. Spring clothing's in the middle of winter. Really, that's spring? The top spring? I guess. Of course she's cold. I was wearing a coat, pretty expensive one too, but it barely stopped me from shivering when the wind blew.
안 돼요?
I stared into her eyes, and the words just spilled out of my mouth as if I were possessed. If it's just for a moment, do you sleep for like 5 minutes or something? In spite of myself, I said yes to letting her inside. She had pretty eyes.
정말요? 고마워요.
I'm only saying this just in case there's a misunderstanding, but that was definitely not as if she was a mastermind at controlling other people's thoughts or something. Or was she in my head? No, I don't really enjoy talking to people, so I have zero immunity against people who appeal to your emotions. I can't really be harsh when someone's trying to soften me up. And it's always harder to ignore a stranger who comes at you with a smile. And it's also really hard to, when they know your name and also just say that from the future. And to be honest, she was starting to shiver pretty hard from the cold. She's a total stranger. What's the worst a small kind gesture can lead to? And that's what I was saying.
차 맛이 좋네. 유,
A persona joker non grata, happily drinking steaming tea in front of me. As promised, I don't think she's going to do anything weird. Are you feeling warm now?
네.
Since things seem more mellow now, it's Q&A time, as I would say. Then I have to ask you. My so-called girlfriend tilts her neck. What's your name?
이름이요.
I was a bit taken aback by how sullen she looked. Did I say something wrong? What could I have said wrong? I just asked her name. Maybe if I used like basic social cues, it would probably be because she thinks I should already know it, because she's from the future. Nah, that can't be it.
아니, 유. 전 유린이라고 해요. 유린.
Yurin. Rolls off the tongue nicely. Phew, took a while to get that out of her. It's a pretty name. My so-called girlfriend, I mean, Yurin, opened her eyes wide. I didn't mean to say that out loud. A habit from always being alone and never having any friends and always being... in the house, I mean. That's a bit embarrassing.
고마워, 유.
But she's the one blushing.
처음 만날 때 그런 칭찬으로 기쁘게 하는 건 정해져 있기라도 한 걸까?
My reality's being taken over by a rom-com. This is dangerous. I'm not used to a situation like this. What should I ask now? Since you're my future girlfriend, am I 10 or 6? She knew the secret third answer. I'm a 3. What do you mean by future girlfriend? I've actually been wondering the same thing. How old are you? So, I was wondering, how old are you? Since, you know, just making sure I'm not some sort of one of those. Personally, that's what I want to know most. Bright brown hair long enough to cover her entire back, slender figure and a pretty face. She's definitely what you'd call pretty, but her obvious short stature, petite build and considerable flat chest, she kinda looks like a... I don't turn into one of those, do I? What am I saying right now? No way. Anyways, I got the impression that she's young. That's all I'm saying. A bit too young for my usual number, but maybe future me went really downhill. Maybe I started playing Minecraft.
20살인데요.
20? Thank God. How many people would believe her when she says she's 20 with those looks? She's so tiny. By tiny, well, think what you will.
물론 지금은 신체 연령 15 정도의 몸이지만 그래도 내가 있던 미래에서는 20살이었거든요.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, yeah. For a second you had me thinking... Never mind.
그럼 그쪽은 지금 17살이잖아요. 그쪽이 나보다 2살 더 많긴 했는데...
This is a pretty bad look for me right now. This is a pretty bad look for me. Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
근데 난 미래에서 왔으니까 지금은 오빠보다 연상인데? 그러면 어떻게 되는 거지? 내가 누나? 오빠가 동생? 오빠인데 동생?
Just like that, she fell into a whirlwind of confusion, all by herself. God, she's been neglected. What a weird thing to say. What a weird comment to come out of my mouth. God, this girl's been neglected. Jeez. But how did she know my age? It's like she's from the future. No. Background check? Stalker? That's a bit creepy. What are these 15-year-old girls getting into these days? What do you mean by future girlfriend? You mean like in your imagination, or what's the story you've been pushing for yourself? My future GF? Is she messing with me? I'm pretty faithful to reality, thanks.
그게 참... 난 정말 진심으로 말하고 있는 거거든? 근데 그쪽에서 자꾸 안 믿어주니까...
Pretty compelling story.
내 말 이해돼?
I seriously have no clue. Yurin tried to explain a couple times, but the frustration got to her and she got mad. Maybe I shouldn't be asking stuff like, how did you come back? Or more of those questions, but maybe I just won.
그러니까 난 미래의 네 여자친구고 우린 정말 사랑하고 행복하게 잘 지내고 있었는데 미래의 그쪽이 내가 과거로 가야 한다고 해서 그 말을 믿고 여기까지 왔는데
Why would I exactly do that? That doesn't sound like me.
그런데 막상 여기에 오니까 내 말은 전혀 안 믿어주고
She screamed at me, but I hardly blinked. I was mugging and looking at myself in the local reflection. I looked good. I have a very indifferent personality. That's why I have 0 friends. And the trinity of indifference, numbness, and insensitivity. My 3 closest friends. That's me. Anyways, this made me sure of it. I get what you're up to. And I watched her as she caught her breath and enunciated every word. You were an angsty, delusional teen. And I said to her confidently as she stared at me in silence with empty eyes. A girl from the future. That was a pretty good setup. I mean, it's just too ridiculous. And my game, I'm not busy with the Rizzy. My game's like 0. You can't fool me. I guess fantasy is more charming to an angsty teen, but come on, this isn't some sci-fi adventure. Anyways, I understand, so it's time you stop this nonsense. When I glanced at her with a slight smirk, I had totally just played my ice. She made a face that seemed to say, I'm done for. I can't with this guy. He's unsalvageable.
이제 됐어. 하지만 절대로 그런 건 아니라는 것만 알아둬요.
Why do I feel like I'm the one who did something wrong? Okay, fine. So to sum it up, your name is Yurin. Your shtick is that you're from the future, and as a result, you're originally 20, but your body is 15. Does that sound right?
네. 아니 근데 설정이 아니라 진짜예요.
Okay, yep. I understand that's a very convenient story to make up.
아니라니까요.
Yeah, okay. Anyways. What are you doing? You could have mistaken me for that boyfriend of yours, no?
아니야. 내가 못 알아볼 리가 없어. 내가 처음 만났을 때 오빠 얼굴을 잊을 리가.
When did you first meet me? I was surprised how she suddenly jumped up to yell at me. I just quietly blinked at her as soon as she calmed down.
그러니까 미래의 모습이랑 그다지 달라진 부분도 없는데
Well, I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, if you say so. If she says she's right, I guess she's right. But is that how you normally talk? It's like she's trying to be polite, but she's still talking to me as if we know each other really well, and I'm not really vibing with it.
그게요. 미래에서는 오빠한테 계속 존댓말을 썼거든요. 내가 연하이기도 했고 처음 만났을 때부터 존댓말을 써오던 게 편해져서. 근데 이렇게 여기로 와서 그쪽을 보니까 왠지 지금은 오빠가 나보다 어리다는 걸 의식해버려서 갑자기 존댓말을 쓰는 게 어색해졌달까 뭐랄까 뭐 그런 거예요.
Technically, I've never met you and you've never met me, no?
그건 그렇지만...
Well, if it's that much of an issue, just talk however you like. I don't care how strangers talk to me, in the first place. I've never gotten close enough to anyone, just in case you didn't remember about that, to worry about how to talk to them.
그러면 반말 써도 될까?
Yeah, whatever. More importantly, what does she mean from the future? What the hell's going on inside her brain? Anyways, as soon as I said yes, her face broke into a smile.
그럴게, 오빠.
Oh god. So now we're on a first name basis?
오빠한테 반말을 쓰는 건 상상도 못했는데.
What do you mean, young?
왜?
So many issues with what you just said, but first, you've seen me older?
그치만 오빠는 오빠인걸? 오빠를 오빠라고 부르지 않는다니 상상이 잘 안 돼.
No, okay, right.
응. 그래서 말인데 오빠도 말 놓으면 안 될까?
Me? Why should I do that?
미래에선 항상 나한테 편하게 말했는데 지금은 존댓말을 쓰니까 어색하단 말이야.
It's that future again. That future me. This is all a part of her shtick. You're sounding less and less like you're older than me.
걱정 마. 행동만큼은 제대로 누나답게 할 테니까. 20살인걸?
Oh, wow.
우와라니 뭐야. 진짜라고.
Nope. Would you believe that? If someone said they're 20 with that face? God. Aside from that, I'm not sure why I'm even dealing with her right now. What did you come back here for? That would be a good question. Huh. Things are getting pretty chummy. When did we get so friendly? Even if we're not friends per se, I definitely lowered my guards. I still had my doubts, but there's really no point in holding my guard up while she's stopping at nothing. Then I can call you Yurin. Not sure what I should call you since that's your full name.
유린이라고 불러. 미래에서도 그렇게 불렀어.
No, okay. She's really pushing that future story. I just said yes and asked her, so what are you gonna do now? You don't really have a place to go.
그러니까 부탁할게. 앞으로 나 좀 여기서 재워주면 안 돼?
What? Good God, woman. Are you for real?
오빠만 허락하면 괜찮아.
Everything else aside, you want to stay at a place a guy lives in by himself? I'm one of those 17-year-olds with no parents as well.
괜찮아. 난 오빠 믿으니까.
So trust is all you need, huh?
응. 오빠도 누나 믿지?
I really can't get used to that. She's talking as if we've known each other for years, and she's being a steamroller too. God. And I doubt Yurin would cause any trouble, and I definitely won't do anything weird. cops ain't my thing. What was going through my head there? Anyways, it's not as if I don't have any food in the house, and my parents send me enough monthly allowance from abroad. I guess I could let her stay here for a couple of days and send her off. And I pointed towards my room. Then sleep in that room. That's mine.
그래도 되겠어? 오빠는 어디에서 자게?
Just right here on the couch. I'm grateful that she's concerned. Before I decide where to sleep, I want to isolate her away from me. I'll just sleep on the couch. I can't let a girl sleep on the couch or the floor. And to be honest, it's not because she's a girl. I seriously can't get used to being with another person. I've always chosen to be by myself, than to hang out with other people.
고마워. 역시 오빠는 여기서도 상냥하네. 처음엔 좀 불안했는데 역시 내가 알던 오빠가 맞아서 다행이야.
So what the hell is it that you I know? That's a weird way to phrase that. I can't be bothered to get hung up on every word. I'm just gonna let her be. I don't even know what you're saying. Just go to bed.
잘 자.
I watched Yurin go into the room and plopped onto the couch. What the hell happened? I was having a perfectly normal day. I was listening to some funk in my headphones, but I come back home to find a girl who claims to be my girlfriend from the future, and now I'm living with her? What the isekai title is that? It looks like your average cliche rom-com at a glance, maybe even a visual novel, but there's something suspicious going on here. First of all, it's not logical. A non-realistic thing can't happen in reality. I mean, girlfriend from the future, that makes zero sense in the first place. Just sloppy writing. Me getting a girlfriend when I live like this? Ridiculous. I mean, my house is sparkling on every surface. My entire living room is organized all, perfectly, even though I live alone. And there's not even a single stain on any surface in the room. I mean, who would want to live like this? Those were the thoughts I was having before I fell asleep. I woke up to the sunlight coming in from the window, the birds chirping in my ears. On days like this, kids like you. My cell phone alarm that usually wakes me up was quiet. Of course, it's the weekend. I'm a little spacey in the morning, but I don't particularly enjoy sleeping. I slowly rolled out of bed. Nice, I don't have to go outside and be surrounded by people. I can do my best at being lazy. I was in a good mood, subconsciously thinking of such pleasures. What can I do? I headed to the bathroom to wash my face, as usual. The light is on? Dazed, I just stood in front of the door. For a second, I wasn't really thinking when I opened it. Must have left it on last night, especially with that weird dream I had. As soon as the door opened, a gentle heat and a fragrant aroma enveloped me. The curious scent that captivated me more and more as time passed. My shampoo doesn't smell like this. Oh. What a crazy shot. What a crazy shot for a... Actually, particularly what a nutty shot. I hope we can all just remember the age. Across the white steam, a girl was taking a shower. We just stared at each other without saying anything. The moment was short, but so prosperous were the thoughts inside my head. What was I thinking? Good God, get that out of your head, man. I remembered everything. Who this girl is, why she's here, and what's going on right now at this moment. I also remembered she was... Oh no. Last night, Yurin appeared out of nowhere and claimed that she's my girlfriend from the future. I let her stay at my house and now she's taking her morning shower. Oh god. Damn it. My eyes. I was checking out a minor. I looked back front. A grand barrier of steam stood between us, so thankfully I couldn't see anything she didn't want me to see. At the moment I felt relieved at not crossing any lines. With a scream. A lightweight hook flew at me with a big, beautiful orbit and punched me square in the stomach. She got me with a long barrel roll, broke my arm in several places. I guess the thankful part is that I didn't see her naked. Yurin's fist was faster than my eyes. This is... crazy comment. This is not fair. Why did I just... Oh, okay. Questionable. Why did I deserve that punch? I just walked in on her, taking a shower, and stared for a couple seconds. What the heck? All I did was come here to wash my face as usual. Well, I could sense a pair of eyes looking at me while descending from the sky. Don't look at me.
미안해.
It was such a beautiful voice. A voice that just makes you want to fall asleep. If angels had a voice, this would be it.
일어나.
It's shaking. I know that something is shaking something. I'm the one that's being shaken. Is this it? Am I dead? What's shaking me? No, it's a person.
일어났다. 괜찮아? 미안해. 나는 이런 일이 일어날 줄 모르고.
As I slowly started waking up, I realized I was lying on Yurin's lap. Maybe it was her coming down from the sky. I hardly pulled myself up. What in the world?
나한테 맞은 채로 그대로 쓰러져 버려서.
I glimpsed at the clock. Barely any time had passed. I don't think I passed out. Maybe I was in shock.
아팠어?
Is there a point to asking that question when the act is already done?
미안.
Didn't hurt like crazy. This isn't some comic book after all. I was probably just caught by surprise.
그런데 혹시 내 몸 봤어?
Let me just flash back to it. I'd be lying if I said no. She hit me again. What did I do wrong?
미안. 나도 모르게 반사적으로. 그치만 미래에서도 맨몸은 보여준 적이 없는데.
Whoa.
잠깐만. 그런데 지금은 과거니까 미래의 오빠는 이미 내 몸을 봤다는 얘기? 이미 나와 만나기도 전에 오빠는 내 몸을 전부 다 봐버렸다?
What? You're losing me.
오빠 은큼해! 다 봤으면서 5년 동안 전혀 모른 척했구나!
You're losing me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
미안해. 지금의 오빠는 모르는 거지. 미안해. 헷갈렸어.
Yurin just kept screaming sorry. She seemed flustered. I mean, she's cute, but I still can't get used to this. And I was about to very carefully say, thanks for worrying about me, not thanks for the view. Those two distinctions I need to Need to be careful with. Somehow I can make that mistake in this dialogue tree.
아직 밥도 못 먹었단 말이야. 배고파. 이러다.
No more being nice to you. She's worrying about her stomach more than me. Alright. And headed towards the kitchen as she wished.
잠깐만.
What's up?
지금 뭐 하려는 거야?
Cook, you said you're hungry, right?
직접 하려는 거면 그런 거면 난 연상이니까 오빠한테 이것저것 해줄 수 있으니까.
Yurin took a deep breath and declared,
내가 할게.
I was always by myself, so I had no choice but to cook. But that's not the case now. Maybe I can just relax and not cook for the time being. Anyways, she'll cook for me because she's older. She gets worked up over such useless things. Are you good at cooking? Yurin's back flinched at my question. She stiffly turned her head like a rusty robot.
그럼 나 요리 잘해. 왜?
Don't avoid my eyes.
아무튼 내가 할 거니까 오빠는 가만히 있어도 돼. 이 누나를 믿으라고.
That trust again. Trusting someone doesn't happen that easily.
자신은 없지만 그래도.
What? I can't hear you.
아니야, 할게.
She basically had I can't cook written all over her face. But well, you never know the future. Whatever may be will be. That's pretty crazy aura. I mean, I won't die. It's definitely not because I can't be bothered to cook. No, definitely nothing like that. Alright, try that then. I'm rooting for you. Yurin gave a slight nod and stood in the kitchen. I lied down on the sofa and began hearing clunking noises from the kitchen. Some people say it's a man's dream to see. Yo. Yeah, I kinda like this. This guy's pretty funny. Some people say it's a man's dream to see a woman cooking in the kitchen. I'm one of those men. That's what I heard at least. That's what I... But now I know that's not always the case. You sure things are going okay?
완전 잘하고 있는데. 우와, 나 어떡하지? 이러다 요리사 해도 될 것 같은데.
Why all the fuss if that's really the case?
오빠는 아무 걱정하지 말고 그대로 가만히 있어도 돼. 잘하잖아, 그런 거.
She's right about
이 누님을
something.
믿으라니까.
I am good at that. Fine. Yes, I'm quite good at letting things go and just watching from behind. It's not creepy in any way. But for that to happen, you need to show me that I can trust you. I did just stay put as she said, but I couldn't help but get worried. I had to keep my eyes on her. There were some risky moments, but she could have managed to whip up something in the end, as I heard her calling me.
오빠, 다 됐어.
Phew. The signal's green for now. Let's see about the final outcome. Judgment time, go! Give strength to the mighty warrior. That being me. And I headed towards Yurin, while silently chanting a battle cry. Who the man, me the man. And on the table was a plate with something unrecognizable. And a glass of water. To wash it down, just looking at it made me feel cursed. And besides, I definitely saw her take out a bunch of things from the fridge. She used all that to make this? This is not going to be good. I mean, I sort of expected it, but this is way beyond my expectations. This shit looks so Yurin, are you really from the future? Do you guys start eating insects in the future?
응, 믿어주는 거야?
No, I was thinking that time travel isn't too far off if you can cook something so against the laws of physics.
뭐? 지금 나 놀리는 거지?
Yurin puffed her cheeks and made a sulky face. I mean, she's a little cute. Yo, get me in handcuffs. Get me in some handcuffs, bro. Whoa. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so what did you make? I had an ounce of hope that maybe it's some exotic delicacy, but reality usually gives you the most boring answers to your wildest fantasies.
햄 볶음밥, 달걀 넣어서.
That sounds pretty good. Ham fried rice? This? Seriously? The entire ordeal from this shabby thing? The ham, rice, and egg didn't even keep this at their original shapes and colors. It makes more than your average person to ruin this.
어때? 가정적이지? 오빠가 이렇게 좋은 여자친구를 가진다는 사실에 감사하라고.
And I didn't even bother responding to that comment and hurried to check inside the fridge. All my ham and eggs were gone. No, all the vegetables I had in the fridge were also gone. How? I silently glared at this unidentified object X. Eat me. No, you fiend. Take me inside of your mouth. Chew me up good. No, get out of my head. I came back to my senses and looked at Yurin. She was carefully looking at me with worried eyes. Could she hear it too? Yurin. Sorry, I really can't eat this. I trust you understand.
그치.
No one would lay a finger on this dish. Those guys in comic books must have a really strong stomach.
거짓말해서 미안해. 그래도 노력해서 꼭 오빠를 기쁘게 해주고 싶었는데.
I knew she was lying from the get-go. Just say that alchemy is your thing and you failed. That would actually be more convincing. Anyways, did you hurt yourself at all?
아니, 딱히.
She slid her left hand under the table. Wow, you're such a bad liar. Show me your left hand.
괜찮다니까.
Not fooling me. I could see dark blood drops dripping from her fingertips.
아니야. 이 정도는 조금만 놔두면 알아서.
She tried to sneak her hand behind her back, but I managed to snatch it and pull her towards me. What's this, huh? She had a fairly deep cut on her palm. Jeez. She must have cut herself using a knife. Pretty good detective skills from me.
정말이야. 괜찮아. 이런 건 상처도 아니야.
Run it under water and clean it. I cut off her hand and took off the first aid kit. Took out the first aid kit. I moved fast as I put the ointment and band-aided her up her cut. Don't take this band-aid off, okay?
알았어. 고마워.
What is she thanking me for? Bandaging her hand? Well, anyway, guess it's up to me to cook. I'll try to make something with what's left over. Go sit there. She nodded once and sat on the chair behind the table. I opened the fridge, thinking what I can make. Oh right, they were all sacrificed early on. She doesn't use up everything, but I don't quite have the right ingredients or amount to make something new. Guess I have no choice. Yurin, you're hungry, right?
아니, 괜찮아. 안 배고파.
You're seriously such a bad liar. Let's go out. An outing on a sunny weekend morning. I didn't even dare dream about this, you know. Of course you don't. It's cold. So cold that I think that is where we're calling it for today's episode of my so-called future girlfriend. Honestly, I have still no idea if she's actually from the future or I'm just getting played like a deck of cards. If you enjoyed watching me tackle through some of those questionable encounters, drop a like and comment a Rooney below. Actually, let me ask you this. Are you buying the time travel story, or is this all hullabaloo? And drop a comment also if you think our MC might need a little bit of prison time. But without further ado, I am Vefty, and I command you to smash that subscribe button. And don't forget, if a king doesn't lead, how can he expect his subs to follow? See you next video.